Welcome to Stretch and Flow. So, all of those muscles that we have been working, we are going to give a little bit of rejuvenation and a little bit of fluid movement so that we can really open up the hips and remove a little bit of tension in the lower back and keep that heart open and lifted. So go ahead and grab a mat. That's all you're going to need for our session today. We will be down on the floor. We will be going up and down frequently. So if you want to have a chair or a bench near you to assist yourself getting up and down, or if you don't want to come down to the ground at all, that's totally your call. All right, starting here with me. Take a big deep breath, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath. One more. Reach those hands overhead, take it over to that right side. Big lift through the side body. Back to center. Over to that left side. Lift, lift, lift. Reach it up. Bend those knees. Start to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Palms together. Maybe that head falls back. Release, bringing head back to neutral, arms down by the side, palms forward, take the head to the right. Back to center, head to the left. Back to center, take the chin down to the chest. Back to center, maybe the head lifts, chin up to the sky. Back to center, chin back down. We're gonna roll the chin from the right side to the left. Chin all the way from shoulder to shoulder. Maybe inhale one direction, exhale the other way. One more each side. Oh yes, last one. Bring that chin back to center. Inhale, lifting it up. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down the back. Do it again, nice and big. Three more. Two. Last one. Same thing, but we're gonna switch direction. Bring it forward. Two more. Nice. Last one, big deep breath, bend those knees. Exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, step those feet a little wider than hips width. Bring those toes forward, feet parallel. Pull that belly button to the spine. Reach forward, finding that flat back. Do you feel that stretch in your hamstrings? Option here, feel free to slightly bend the knees. That's gonna help the lower back. Inhale, circle, sweep it up, palms touch. Release, exhale, hinge forward. Option to slightly bend those knees. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging. Nice, now we're gonna sink into that right side. Sink left. Sink right. Sink left. Coming back to that right side, we're gonna hold. Taking that left hand, maybe bringing it to the floor or maybe hovering above the floor. Opening the heart to that right side, maybe that right hand lifts. We're still bending into that right knee. Bringing it back through center, over to that left side. Maybe that right hand comes down to the ground, maybe that left arm lifts. Moving through it, come center, reach out. Sink into that right knee, left hand comes down. Center, over to the left. Center, to the right. Center, to the left. Back to center, hold, reaching those arms out nice and wide, flat back. Maybe fold forward, hey. Bending those knees, rolling it up. We're gonna turn the right toe out to the right side, keeping that left foot forward, sinking in here. Lift it back up. Again, sink, lift. sink, lift, pressing through the outer edge of that left foot. One more, sink and lift. Turn those right toes forward, left toes turn to the left. Here we go, sink, lift. Maybe that left leg straightens on the lift, or maybe it keeps slightly bent. That's up to you and your own body's anatomy. Take it down and lift. Last one. Beautiful. We're gonna turn both toes out, heels in, sinking to the right. Left knees track over the toes. Keep going. You decide. You could step it in a little closer. You could step it wider. Left, right, left. Two more. Last set. Beautiful. Toes are still out. That nice wide plie. Take it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach it up. This time those arms come down in front. Lift it up like a wave. Down and up. Last two. Down and up. Last one. Bringing those hands to your bench or chair or to the floor. We're going to step it back into your plank and drop those knees. All the way back. Hinge back. Bringing it up to tabletop. Hinge back. Tabletop. Hinge back. Tabletop. Curl those toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Remember, those hands can be on a bench or a chair. They don't have to be on the ground. Bend those knees. Bring the chest to those legs. Beautiful, stepping it in. Rolling it up slowly, tucking the chin. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Palms touch, head falls back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, we're gonna step back into that plank. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna bring that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop that back knee. Oh. Switch, right leg goes back, drop that right knee, left foot comes to the outside of that left hand, yes. Bring it back. Tabletop. Beautiful. Drop that belly, lift the chin. Round the back, tuck the chin. Drop the belly, lift the chin. Round the back, tuck the chin. Flat back, curl those toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Bend those knees, bring the heart to those thighs. Look forward between the hands, walk those feet underneath the hips. Inhale, all the way up, tuck that chin. Reach those arms overhead. Right leg's gonna stay forward, left leg's gonna step back, coming into your lunge. Taking a deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, lowering it down. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Holding here, maybe bringing the hands to those hips. Back leg, we're gonna bend, pushing forward, finding that stretch in the hip flexors. Flatten that back heel if you can, finding that stretch in the back of that left leg. Still sinking into that right leg if you can. Inhale, bringing those feet together. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling it up, keeping that left foot forward. We're gonna step that right foot back, coming into that lunge. Opening those arms wide. Taking it down, down, and lift. Two more. Down, and lift. Last one. Down, and lift. Hands to those hips, back. Leg comes in, feeling that stretch in that right hip flexor. And then drop that back heel, reaching arms overhead or keeping them on the hips. Feeling the stretch through that right leg. Beautiful circle sweep those arms, bringing the feet together, maybe sinking back into a little chair. Pressing to stand, inhale, deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping it back, plank. Dropping to that tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the chin, inhale. Exhale to round. Drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale to round. Beautiful. Go ahead, walk it back, come onto your seats. We'll bring those heels together, knees wide, coming into our butterfly. Maybe you grab hold of those feet or those legs. Maybe you're holding onto a block. Sitting up nice and tall. Leading with that heart, maybe a little bow. And lift. Moving through it, mobility here. And lift. Taking it down. And lift, maybe one more. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend those legs long away from you. Inhale to reach, big lift. Exhale to fold, finding a folded seat here. Walking those hands back, taking a nice big deep breath. Crisscrossing those ankles or keeping those legs forward. We're gonna take it over to that right side. Right hand comes down, left hand lifts. Switch. Switch. Big lift overhead, switch. So it's a lift, not a reach. Lift. 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 One more. Beautiful. Bring those hands behind the back. Lift that heart. Let the head fall back. Release, sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead and bring those feet flat, knees bent. We're going to roll it all the way back. Coming into those bridges here, bringing the feet flat, pressing into those heels. Reaching, lifting those hips up to the sky if you can. Reminder here, you can put a block or a pillow underneath you. Pressing into those shoulder blades here. Lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Upper, middle, lower, back. Lift. Lower. One more time, lift. And lower. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend those legs long. Reach arms overhead, big stretch. Walking both feet over to the right side. Both hands over to the right, coming into that banana shape. Feeling that big stretch through the left side body. Maybe even crossing that left ankle over the right. And maybe even grabbing hold of that left wrist with your right hand. Coming back to center, reach nice and long, arms overhead, legs far away from the center of the body. And then walk both feet over to that left side, both hands over to the left, finding that banana shape. Option to cross that right ankle over the left. Option to grab hold of that right wrist with the left hand. Feeling that nice long line through the right side body. Bringing it back to center, big reach. From here, go ahead, draw those knees toward the sky, coming into that tabletop. Bring those hands up, Coming right into our dead bug. Lots of really good mobility movement here. So right hand's gonna come back. As the right hand comes back, left leg is gonna go long. And then squeeze it into center. Switch left arm, right leg. Squeeze. So right here, you're pressing that lower back into the ground. Right arm, left leg. Squeeze it in. Switch left hand, right leg. Bring it in. Right arm, left leg. Squeeze it into center. Left arm, right leg. Squeeze it into center. Hold here. Open those arms nice and wide. We're gonna drop both knees over to that right side, finding your spinal twist. Spinal health is so important in overall health. You are only as young as your spine. Bring it back to center. Take a moment here, readjust. Then we're gonna drop both knees over to that left side. Coming back to center. Go ahead, send that left leg long to the ground. Right leg, we're gonna extend up to the sky. Flex that foot, point the toe. Flex that foot, point the toe. Flex, point, and then relax that leg. Rotate the ankle one direction and then the other direction. That's hard, isn't it? Bend that knee, give it a big hug. From here, holding on to that right leg with that right hand, gently bring it out to the side. Little opener for the hip, maybe a little stretch for the inner thigh. Option to stay here if that feels good, or if available, taking those peace fingers in the right hand for that big toe. Maybe keeping that leg bent, or maybe extending that leg long to the side. Lots of options, lots of levels here. You're working to try to keep that left hip down on the ground. Bringing that right leg back up to the sky, flexing the foot, pointing the toe, flex and lower it down. We're gonna switch, bringing that left knee in first, and then extending that left leg up to the sky. Flex that foot, point the toe, flex, point, relax, rotate one direction, and then the other direction. Nice. Go ahead, bend that knee, give it a hug. Using that left hand, guide it out to that left side. Keeping that right hip down into the ground. Again, on this side, option to take those peace fingers, wrap around the big toe. Maybe that leg stays bent, or maybe that leg extends over to that left side. Bringing that left leg back up to the sky, flexing that foot, pointing the toe, flexing that foot, and releasing that leg long to the ground. Inhale, reaching arms overhead, big stretch. Using that core strength or using those hands, bringing yourself all the way up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall in that spine. Maybe crisscrossing those ankles, or maybe those legs are extended long in front of you. We're going to go ahead and interlace those fingers, pressing forward, finding a stretch here in those fingers and the wrists. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. Release. Go ahead and send that right hand out, grabbing those fingers, pulling back. Oh yeah. Stretching those wrists. Slowly release one finger at a time and then rotate that right wrist. Left hand out like stop. Grab those fingers, pull back. Releasing one at a time. Rotate that wrist rather. Rotating both wrists. Taking a big deep breath. Exhale, release. Again, deep breath. Exhale, release. Beautiful job. Thank you so much for joining me for this flow and stretch, giving our body a little bit of rejuvenation from all of the work with muscles and maybe cardio or whatever else you've done in your day or your week. It's good to just sort of take a pause and give a little love back to your body. I will see you for another class very soon. Awesome job.